Willie Mays, who's been a corporate spokesman for Bally's for about 15 years, was in town to reminisce about the catch. Now, last weekend we caught up with Willie. He was at Bally's Park Place, where, again, he's been the ambassador since 1980. And Willie talked about that great moment in baseball history.
He had an incredible career filled with unbelievable offensive and defensive highlights. Yet, this one catch in 1954 seems to have been captured by a lot of the public, and captured the public's imagination, both the press and the public. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think, first of all, it was in the World Series, and if you can go back that far, we were playing Cleveland, which they won 111 games that year, and no one expected for us to do anything, and we won it so quick in 4 straights. They had to pick a highlight. This is just my opinion. They had to pick a highlight. And the highlight was the catch that I made. And if I didn't catch that ball, they still would have scored 2 or 3 runs, because in the Polo Ground at that particular year was so far, 580, straightaway center field. So I think that catch was the catch of the World Series type. Now, they don't show it during the season because I made better catches than that during the season, but I think it was the World Series involvement. I think they had to, pick a highlight, and that was the highlight.
You actually make a good point. There have been not only your competitors, but teammates have said that was a great catch, but that you made greater catches.
Yeah.
In your mind, what's the greatest catch you ever made?
Well, the greatest catch I think I made, it was in Edwards Field off of a guy named Bobby Morgan. It was in the 9th inning. You have to pitch it in the 9th inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. He hit a line drive, maybe I would say chest high, to left center. I ran over, left my feet in the air, caught the ball, hit the wall, knocked myself out. And what I remember at that particular time was Leo and Jackie Robinson pulling me over to see if I had the ball. To me, that was one of the better catches that I could feel that I made.
How about you have had former teammates who say that they knew that you were going to catch a ball when you had a beat on the ball, that you'd strike your hand to your glove. We went back and watched the video of this play, and on your 4th step after you turn your back, you hit your glove. Was that a conscious effort?
Well, I looked at it and the other night, and only one guy said that now. That was Bill Rigney. And when I looked at it, he was right. But to me, I don't know if I'm doing this, because you can't do everything. You can't tap your glove and all of a sudden look for the ball. I might have did it without knowing that I did, and he picked up on it very quickly. So I used to do things, without knowing what I was, going to do. So he might have picked up it very quickly, and I didn't know about it.
How about in Little League, kids are taught to always think ahead.
Little League, I didn't play Little League.
No, but I mean, you're taught to think ahead. What am I going to do if I get the ball?
Yeah.
When you watch the play, when you made the catch, is it just instinctively, or are you thinking that there's a man on base because it wasn't even in your glove and you're turning around throwing?
Well, in professional ball, you have to pick out a play before it ever happens. 2 minutes on. If the ball is hit to me, what shall I do? Let's say a ball was a single, and I had to throw. That means I had to throw the ball to the cutoff man, so the cutoff man can get the guy that hit the ball. Now, in that particular play, when I caught the ball, I knew where the ball had to go. Because, as you remember, looking at the film, I stopped very quickly and then threw the ball, and I ended up on the other side of me throwing. I threw it this way over my shoulder, and when I completed, I had made a complete turn. So I had to get some kind of momentum to throw the ball back into the infield.
In the game, I think that Wertz was 4 for 5.
4 for 5,
in this game.
Yeah.
Yet, it looks like you gave him some space behind. Were you playing him a particular way?
Well, I think the 4th time he came up, we was ahead. And you don't just stand shadow because of your aggressiveness. You play back, and actually he hit a triple. Right. He hit a triple to right center and knocked in 2 runs. So that's how far I was playing, and it might have been an inside the park home run if I hadn't cut it off. So you had to give him some air, a little bit there.
That field was obviously a lot different than most other fields.
Yeah.
Was there a home field advantage for you on that?
I don't think so. I think a lot of people said that because the home run that Dusty Rowe hit was only about 250, and I think they was talking about the short lines and the long center field, and compared to Cleveland had the 580, but it was open all the way around. So it could have been a home field advantage in the ballpark, but team-wise, I don't think that, because every team can play in most any ballpark.